Just like I mentioned in the last video, interviewing is surprisingly like dating. Remember perception versus reality? It's about putting your best foot forward. Your interviewer is more likely to be excited about you if you're excited about them. If you make them like you, then it's a guarantee. They're going to like you and they want to work with you. So, how do you have a good date? Number one, be polite and smile. It goes without saying, but someone has to invite you to their company and you want them to hire you, right? So the least you can do is show them respect and have good manners. Literally, be nice and smile as you walk in through the door. Be nice to everyone you meet at the company. Smile and ask the receptionists when you enter how they're doing. Be a ray of sunshine, full of energy. If you're rude, obviously you're going to fail the interview, regardless of your ability. But just being polite and just smiling, it sounds simple, but you'll be surprised how awkward some people are at interviews. And they come in all nervous. And in a date, if you show up like that, it's usually not a good sign. Number two, be passionate. Be full of life. See how I'm talking right now? Do I sound passionate? Do I sound excited? It's more fun to listen to a passionate, excited person than a person who just mumbles and isn't excited about anything. Just like in dating. Be excited about the company. It's silly, but it does make a huge difference. Be excited to interview. Be excited to learn about what your interviewer does and the prospect of getting to work with them. Tell them how much you like the people you met and that you love the culture of the company, that you cannot wait to be part of the team. For myself, at ZTM, this is my number one criteria when hiring at ZTM. I've always said that I would take someone who has passion and is excited about the work with less skills than anybody who has no passion but knows a lot, but just doing it for the money. As an employer, you're looking for individuals who are passionate about their craft, their work, their skills, and who are continuously striving to improve and achieve more. Not only that, but excitement is a signal that you actually want the job, that they're hiring you for, and that you're going to work your ass off to work hard for them. And the small thing as being passionate and excited might be the one thing if you're, let's say, on par with somebody else that is interviewing that has the same skills as you, but you're more excited and more passionate, that's going to push you over the edge and the employer is going to select you more than the person that's just blah. Number three, don't have strong opinions. Be willing to learn and say that the best part about, let's say, programming or whatever your skill is, the best part is being able to learn and adapt. Now, this is actually rare in today's know-it-all mentality. There's an air of arrogance with people that think they're better than they are. Don't be a know-it-all. And literally in the interview, tell them that, I don't have strong opinions. I'm always willing to work with others and see both sides. Because I know nothing in life is black and white. When you tell people that, you just appear as a person that is easygoing, that isn't going to create fights or conflict. You'd be surprised how well people respond to that. Number four. Are we at number four? I'm losing track. Anyway, the next one is make them feel special. Even though you're likely interviewing at many companies, at different companies, you should always talk about what makes this company that you're interviewing for unique and exciting to you. Make them feel special, like this is your dream company. Make the interviewer feel special because you respect them so much, that they work at a dream company, that you respect their skills and their ability to be in this industry. People want to feel good about themselves, right? Point number 5, you should always ask questions. So make sure you prepare some beforehand. And by the way, don't worry, we'll be talking about this later in the course. Why should you ask questions? Well, because people love talking about themselves. The more you can get the interviewer to talk instead of asking you questions, the better for you. Imagine an interviewer that has spent all day asking people questions, interviewing. they kind of want to break and talk about themselves. The more you get them to talk about themselves, the better their experience is with you. Here's a fun little question you can ask. Ask your interviewer what makes them love working at this company. And when they give that answer, you can actually reflect back with that answer, agreeing with them. They're going to see you as someone that shares their values. It's similar with dating, but keep in mind that it's a fine balance, right? You don't want to also appear too desperate. Like you're so excited, so happy, you love everything about this company that you're too desperate. Remember, this is kind of like dating. You're also evaluating them. So again, the fine balance is you should use phrases like, yeah, I'm looking for a good mutual fit. You want to be confident that although you would love to work for this company, this isn't your only choice and you have other options. You're not desperate. All right, so interviewing isn't really a date, but the idea is simple, right? The idea is to make them like you so they want to work with you. But let's say you're the type of person that during dates, you get nervous. Well, then here's another trick. Begin to see interviews as a conversation with a friend. Literally, picture the interviewer as one of your best friends, one of your good friends. So instead of a high-pressure interview where somebody's judging you, you pretend that the interviewer is your friend and you're just chatting with them about whatever they want to talk about. Now, with this mindset, if you start to believe that, if you start to see the person across the table as your friend, as your date, whatever it may be, and it takes time, it's not going to happen overnight, but with practice, it's going to help you grow in confidence so that you actually start enjoying interviews and you'll be less nervous. So what's the one thing to take away from this video? The one major tip that's extremely important is to replace the cynicism, the negativity around interviews with optimism, with positivity. Instead of going into interviews trying to show how smart or amazing you are, talking bad about competitors or former work environments, being cynical, don't do that. People don't want that. Instead of doing that, show up full of optimism, full of passion, full of excitement. Be a shining ray of sunshine that people want to be around. I mean, at the end of the day, isn't that what dating is?